What is going on, everyone? Commodore last day today brings us my live reaction of One Piece manga chapter 1049. Now, the chapter is out. It's a Thursday evening. We are here today to read the latest installments of the pinnacle of art and literature. And luckily enough, man, I was able to wait until now because chapter's out finally now. Like, I had some dinner. I was able to relax, enjoy myself, man, because usually the last couple of times we've been having the chapter come out. I've been having to get on the Puffing Tom, blitz through traffic, do everything possible just to get home to read it. Luckily, I get to relax a bit and have a chapter to read this time around at a very appropriate time. So shout out to the guys over at TCB. Shout out to my guy Spicy, keep me updated with the chapter, when it was going to come out and stuff. So appreciate them. But man, it is time. I was informed that we are apparently going on break next week, which again is a bit unfortunate, but I am still hoping, at the very least, by the time that we hit May 31st, going into June, that the fight that we're watching right now for the World Championship that sits right now on the side of my room, I can declare that I can finally hand it off to Monkey D. Luffy. I'm hoping my man comes through. I mean, we've been stalling a little bit. It's been starting to look a little bit of like a Namek situation, but I am hoping that a 3 count will come soon. If not now, when we come back from break. But I need to see how things are going to transpire. Kaido and the burning flame thing, I don't know if that's his awakening whatsoever. I mean, it'll look dope, but if that's his awakening, I mean, like in the anime, it's going to look fire, pun intended, but I would hope though there's a little bit more, but with little time we have left in the month, to go with everything else I would love to see happen, I need Luffy smoke Kaido. So I might win in some areas, I might lose in some. And then, obviously, of course, the stuff that happened with Denjiro and Orochi. I'm praying to the Lord upstairs. And I pray a lot. I may not go on Sundays, but I pray a lot. Because I've been seeing things of people saying that because of what we saw, different people getting cut down, their heads, limbs, whatever removed. There's always this weird kanji stuff going on saying that, a character wasn't actually cut down. And I'm praying, because this has to be the last hitter for Orochi. He's gone. I don't want to see his buck teeth no more. I'm done with him. I wanted Zoro to be the one, because, for Yasui and then doing it for Hiyori, but Denjiro doing it makes the most sense. If you go back full circle with him when he was introduced and all that, perfect content. Just don't bring back Orochi. That's all I ask. So, anyways, enough talking. Let's get into the chapter. Let's see what's going on this time around, man. Here we go. Chapter 1049. The world you wish for. Oh boy. That is a title and a half. And we see here on the cover page, it was the Yongji and the Niji. It looks like the fire is now pretty much gone to where they are and stuff, which means that Reiju and Ichiji have caused enough of a commotion where things are now turned over. Now they've been smoked, so hopefully make their escape from Whole Cake Island. So Germany 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 11. What the book and the research lab is on fire. That means those two are free. So they're fine. So I'm pretty sure next chapter they're gonna just kick the crap out of them and then make their recovery afterwards with the rest of the family. So all right, but now that's that title though. The world you wish for. I don't know, man. It feels so Yakuza-ish or Fate. A lot of my favorite series when it has titles like that, like A Song of Life. I don't know. Just there's something about that when I'm reading it. It just sounds so cool. It rolls off the tongue and stuff. So I don't know. The world you wish for. I mean, I'm thinking Tama as well too. I don't know, because I remember the whole conversation with Luffy and everything back in Act 1. So, but anyways, roll down and here we go. So, going back to what we saw at the end of the last chapter and stuff, when Luffy was making the contact and stuff with Kaido, and we'll see what's about to happen from here, man. A fierce hockey clash. Who will prevail? And does Luffy get the hit on, or no? Kaido looks. Hold on. Kaido looks like he's about to take a big bite out of the gun of the freaking elephant gunshot that's coming in. Well played. I have to hand it to you coming this far. Ugh, but you'll never be able to change the world. I don't know why it is right now, but if you guys ever, I think it's Death Note. I think it's the L movie, the other live action one, or is it a live action or the adaptation one? But there's a thing where I think it was L that says it, or like his mentor, or whatever, right? But he was basically saying something like, "You alone can't change the world." Like, I don't know why it's reminding me of that line right there that just popped up whenever I read that. So yeah, I mean, if you've experienced Death Note, and I think it's the live action, I'm pretty sure. Um, L's world, L's successor. I forget the name. It's gonna probably come up eventually, but who knows? You'll never be able to change the world. Is this how we're doing it? Fair enough. We're actually, no, this actually is wild. We're getting Kaido's backstory like right now because I see little Munchkin Kaido. I mean Munchkin, but like ruthless Munchkin and stuff. But it's like, the I hope it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you're giving me a peek right now, but I'm hoping that this isn't like you're just throw his backstory here and then that's it, and then like he gets knocked out. Like Kaido, you have to show like all the other Yonko, obviously, of course, Shanks and Blackbeard's a little different story too because they have more to their thing, but Kaido, just because of the connection with rocks and stuff, I need to see the making of what made him what he is, but like I don't want that just completely like thrown in there because you want to get to the next thing. That has to be handled accordingly. So Oda, it's in your hands, man. He did it. He may only be 10 years old, but that Kaido kid is the strongest soldier around. So this supposed to be like a Coliseum or something? Because basically you see like a whole bunch of robots around and everything, but it feels like almost like a Rome setting in some capacity. I'm still itching for more. Look at this little beast, man. Jesus. Got a little scarf, a little vest and stuff. He's got the cronies behind him too. Look at Kaido. Kaido's about the life though from back then, at the very least. 46 years ago, the Kingdom of Vodka. We've heard. I'm gonna search it up after, but I feel like that's a name we should know, but then it makes Kingdom of Vodka. I mean, you know what? Because he's a drinker, fair enough. If he's gonna come from anywhere, man, he's gonna come from the principality of alcoholism. Let's put it that way. Our nation has no choice but to wage war. The loot we acquire is our only means of paying the celestial tribute. So, similar fashion to, I think it was in Whitebeard when Marco was talking about it before and stuff, right? And the reason, like, obviously, when it comes to Wano, they don't pay the celestial tribute because, they're closed off and everything. But the ones that are connected to the government have to pay that tribute to basically have the protection and all that. So, in the case for Kaido, because it's like they have to go to war, it's the only way that they could be able to get the means to be able to pay for that tribute. If we fail to do that, we will lose our standing in the world. Why do the Celestial Dragons get to boss you around? Okay, so Kaido... Okay, so... This is interesting. Kaido was like basically like under some other kingdom. Like the neighborhood delinquent kind of thing. Maybe. Kaido enough. And he's talking up... Wait a second. Yo. Bruh, his own people sold him out. Wow. We have offered you up for Navy enlistment. You want me to be a government dog. And to basically bring this man in, they chained him up. It's the whole thing with Mother Caramel and Big Mom, where she was going to go and give them off to like the Marines. If she could have been the fleet admiral, she could have been one of the highest ranked agents in CP0, the greatest shield to the Celestial Dragons and all that. I'm guessing that's a similar situation. And then it makes me wonder too, like, that really deepens the connection in some ways between Kaido and Big Mom, because they can relate to one another because they've been through similar things, even if they're the paths that they went on to become what they are far different. I'm liking this, but then it's like, I really hope. Oh, but then it's like, oh, like, no, there's still more I want to know about this man, but I hope, like, it's talked about here. To be blunt, our country can't handle you. If you hand him over now, you are guaranteed a seat at the next reverie. I'm not a political bargaining chip, damn it. So Kaido booked it afterwards. He made his escape. He said, no, I'm not going to be anyone's dog. I'm my own man's. Which I respect. But it's crazy because, like, I should know. The Kingdom of Vodka, it feels like a name I should know. I'm really tempted not. It doesn't exist. So this has to be completely new. That has to be completely new. Okay. So Kaido escaped. First bounty for him was 70 mil. Straight off the rip. So off like what? Maybe... he's 50... So he's what, 16-ish? Like 14 to 16 or whatever at the time. But 70 million right off the rip. We already caught him though. Did he really escape again? I heard he gets caught on purpose when he's hungry. A prison ship isn't a buffet. Yeah, oh my... Wait. The light in my head just went off. Yo, Oda about to feed. Oh, bro, loaf of bread, finally. No more crumbs. Oda's... Bro, is it time? Pirate Island, full lead, 44 years ago. That man, I better see that man in the flesh. He's so strong, and he's just... I don't know who this dude is, but he just beat him to, like, pretty much... I think probably killed him or something. Either killed him or he knocked him senseless. But Kaido just standing tall. He's got the Barry Bonds slugger right near him and everything, of course, with his club and mace. Who the hell is this guy? How can he only be 15? So he was just out here hooping. From 10 to 15. La Masia might have made this dude originally, but then they threw him, I don't know where, the Gaza Strip, or they threw him into somewhere in South America to play his trade, and then he came back to Europe, getting ready to play for the first team and stuff, and it's been smooth sailing for him, bro. Okay, Kaido really was... Okay, I like this. Hey, oh boy, bro, we take these, okay. Because of course we know with Newgate, Magnum was with Rocks and stuff as well, of course. So I have to expect, of course, I'm going to see the man when he had hair. When he wasn't part of the arch enemies of my existence, of the bald people. When my man actually had hair. Hey, Brad, you want to be a pirate? Rocks wants to meet you. What will you do? Now, does this also say, too, that Whitebeard might have been one of the very first to join up with Rocks? Because again, we have to remember, like, Whitebeard, when he first, he's going into, like, piracy and stuff like that. We saw, like, the whole one where, he wanted to have a family and all that. Was that under Rocks? Somebody else? Kaido joined the Rocks Pirates. So he was like, okay, it's just... And then bang, he joins. They're unstoppable now. Kaido, come, it's quick, it's important. We're going to God Valley. Oh my god. Please, Oda, I swear to God, if you give everything here in this one chapter, I want him knocked out and his backstory literally given to me as his life flashes before his eyes. That's what I want. I'm liking this, but it's like, please don't just throw it in here just so you can end the fight. Please, God, don't do that. Like, he's such an important character to the story, man, and we built him up for so long. Like, that's my only concern right now in this chapter. The rocks have fallen. Oh, God, Oda. Oh, you had one job. I am praying that you have something else up your sleeve, that there's a foul on the play, that we're going to coach's challenge. Oh, that is going to VAR at the very least. Please, Oda, I am begging you, man. Don't hold me now. The rocks have fallen. Are you kidding? With all the monsters on that crew, I heard a Marine called Garp beat him. And I don't even get to see it. No way, I bet they're infighting to the men. None of them were team players. Don't screw with me. Oh, and of course, Big Mom. Yeah, don't screw with me. Where the hell did you go, Kaido? Oh, and the bozo that freaking helped out with the sneak on Odin. Your name's not even worth remembering, let's be honest. 10 years have passed since that incident, Kaido. You're now known as the embodiment of brutality. Kyoko. If you study history, humans have always resorted to brutality to solve the world's problems. But then again, humans are just like any other animal. Survival of the fittest is our true nature. So, and of course, you see everyone on the sides and stuff. King on his left hand side, and then on the right afterwards, what I'm assuming there has to be Queen. Because it's very hard to see like the angle design and stuff and everything, but I'm assuming that has to be Queen. If not, then that's somebody else completely different. But King was one of the first that was with Kaido. All right. Couldn't agree more. But it's like, Oda, please. If I'm meant to understand and feel something in regards to what this man went through, for his whole sake as a character, I need to see God Valley and feel from the perspective of Kaido how I'm supposed to feel. Because I still feel in the case that Kaido watched his guy get murked and his people left. I still feel that way, even though with all this stuff being said. For him to feel this way had to come from something. That's my belief. And if I can't see that, what am I supposed to... I'm just supposed to go off whatever is being fed to me. And this... this is supposed to be peak, and I'm having issues with it, man. Like, from now on, everything will revolve around the former members of the Rock's crew. Weapons shape the world we live in. With that in mind, I have a proposition for you. Go. Let's all show those peace-loving nobles the hellish reality of war. Yeah, one's can only truly be gauged in battle, where everyone is equal and anarchy reigns free. Yamato meant. And the flashback's about to end. This better, Oda, I will never forgive you if this is all you give me for Kaido's backstory. Like, legit, I will never forgive you. You have no idea. You cannot... This is one of the things I was looking forward to the most in Wano. You cannot screw this one up. I have loved this arc for what it has to offer, man, but, like, endings mean something. I know we like to say that endings to whatever it may be isn't the goal all the time, is the destination, all that. I get it. And guess where Hunter x Hunter is right now. But right now, at the moment, I need this to actually go through for me, because I cannot have something I've been looking forward to for so long just be thrown aside just so we can get to the end of the arc. Like, I don't want that. If you're going to stall all this time, for God's sake, stall right now and give me what I want, man. Yamato mentioned Joy Boy. Not sure how that brat learned his name. Apparently, Odin wanted to open Wano to welcome Joy Boy. So you're seeing that with King and stuff after. If Joy Boy is the same man that you're waiting for, King, then I know who he is. Who is it? Oh, God. So CP0 agent, the one that I think that was like the tip-off and stuff afterwards. I might even go with his name, because... unless you're going to give me name tags, his name will be Top. How about that? His name is going to be Top for me. So Top, making his, I guess he's departing right now from Wano, or for Onigashima. I guess go to where the Marines and stuff are, maybe. But Luffy will win. I know it. Do it. Momonosuke-kun. See, now I get Yamato, so I can't hate the chapter completely. I can have issues, but I can't hate it, because Yamato's right there. Come forth, flame clouds. Obey me. Okay, so he's going to utilize the lanterns, basically what Momonosuke is about to do. Live floor, dome, interior, Onigashima. You see the kid and the rest, and some of the grunts are there. Wow, yeah, Shah, what is that racket? The water Zol shall save everyone. Robinson. Oh, according to the Delver users, they're gonna be screwed up in the water. Okay, because you see right there, Robin is just floating as she was dead. But okay, so you see Blackback in them. You see Beppo scratching up poo after. Well, just like another problem I have to deal with, huh? And you see the water just completely coming right towards everybody afterwards. Now Kawamatsu and them, they get splashed in, and they all get okay. So they're getting sent off. Okay, so I guess the island is pretty much almost like done for right now at this point on Nagashima. So that water is basically gonna safe carry them over, possibly. I don't know how that's gonna work unless they're gonna go fall right into the water or something. Because if you hit the ground, you're pretty much screwed. Kya, Osome-chan, where did this water come from? Oh, okay, so he's holding on to the old girl that's with the mouse that he was trying to protect and stuff. Careful, you're getting washed away. Treasure respiratory second floor. You've done well, really well. Okay, so now you see afterwards with Denjiro and Hiyori. I mean, look, if Hiyori didn't want to cut down, I mean, she probably wanted to cut down Orochi, let's be honest. But I also think at the same time, too, it's one of those things where it's like, if you stain your hands with blood, like, once you cross that line, you cannot cross back. I go back to, like, Takamura and Ippo. Every time you cross that line, you've given up a part of your humanity, if not what makes you human. And then again, go back to Yakuza. If you go down that path, you will never be able to go back on the straight and narrow. So, if that's how she was feeling, I can understand it. But man, to have endured this for so many moons, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Let's go. I could at least be happy about something here, man. To have endured this for so many moons. Hiyori-sama. I love this, the bow and stuff after when they met up again. Or pretty much like during the whole process of them when they were together. After she left from Kawamatsu. And just tearing up and everything. Wow. The island. Isn't it falling? The flame clouds are gone. Not good. Onigashima. It's going to crash. Straw Hat. What kind of world do you wish to make? Ugh. Flame clouds appear. Yamato is freaking out completely. Momo. Oh my god. Bro, Luffy. Yo, look at the way his mouth was bent back from this punch. Oh my god. Yo. A world where Huff. Oh, and he is just, he's getting him. He is getting him completely. My friends can eat as much as they like. Back to the full circle from what he said to Tama. Full circle he said to my daughter. That's my kind of world. And just smashes him in. What, bro, you know what's crazy? This actually reminds me so much of back in, like, I think it was chapter 1. When Luffy hit the, friggin' the creature, the thing, the Lord of the Coast. Lord of the Coast. Thank God I remember right now, because the panel's like, it's pinning thing. It's literally almost like the Lord of the Coast. Again, I kind of wish the spreads stuff a little bit more, like just a big shot view would have been very beautiful, but again, Oda's kind of transitioned now into this stuff, and like this is a really good shot. I just really, really wish, man, it was a full double and not that, like the way it's being set up. But even then, Kaido gets hit, and he gets banged to the ground. Yeah, so he might, did he get beat though? I don't know. And you see that it's focusing on the lantern right here. King, I know who he is, and bro, like, yo, but is he going through the ground or something? Bruh, there is no shot. Oh my god, he's going through the ground or something. Like, who is it? Joy Boy is the man who will be able to beat me one day. And he's just spiraling through. You see a look on King. If that's true, I don't think he'll ever appear. Please vanquish the scary dragon. So you see all the rest of the people, they're all happy and stuff. Because they got a front row view. Did Luffy become the world champ? Restore the Kozuki clan. Yeah. It's over. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new world heavyweight champion, the 5th Yonko, Monkey D. Luffy. Let's go. You know what, man? Regardless of our problems I may have in between with certain stuff here, bro, I gladly take it. We take W's as they should be, man. We got a world champion. And it's that boy right there. Right there, as you see with the mouth open, the charcoal or the injuries, all that. That's my world champion, man. And you see her the moment Osuke completely tired out and stuff. But I mean, to be fair, he was trying to do what he could to hold up the island and stuff, and then it worked out. But Onigashima completely crashes down after and it hits the ground. And of course, Kaido didn't really go like through the floor and stuff, but it's just the impact of the hit, and he just comes sending right back down to the ground. Which, still, man, I mean, it's almost in a way kind of play too in the whole like Luffy and Doflamingo, you know, crashing from heaven to earth and stuff, and then like the vice versa to a crocodile. I think from earth to heaven and stuff. So, but yeah, man. I mean, in the anime, we know that this is going to be, like, one of the best episodes ever created for One Piece. In the manga stuff, I mean, the action right here, like, it's really well done, but it's, like, I do have some stuff, though, man. Because it's one of those things where, okay, like, I like how this fight has been done. Like, when you put the whole piece together and stuff, I think it's a fantastic fight. But the segues and interruptions, I do think really do take away in some capacities for like the overall enjoyment. Like, I can't go and tell you that this will be my favorite fight in the series unless I go back and reread it and just see like how I feel on it now. Like, going from a week to week experience to binging it after, I have to like really think about these things to know like how I generally feel, because there's been times we've had so many weird transitions and it's like, stick to the fight. If we have a title match going on, we do not go to commercial and see what's going on with Mary Brown's or with Guy Cole. I don't give a damn about none of that. As much as these other things have had their own plot lines and stuff, you build up from the ground, the top. You don't go to the top and bounce back and whatever, man. I do think that's one thing with Oda when it comes to this arc, where I feel like he did drop the ball quite a bit in some capacities, man. But then you get stuff like this, it's so great. But then it's like the flashback with Kaido, man. I hope to God that's not all that's there. There's so much more that I want to know about this guy, and it feels like there's just loose ends that are still there. Like, again, I want to like, you're telling me the Kingdom of Vodka, but this feels like literally he just like, he just spawned and became like this demon that like nobody can kill afterwards. Like, there's just so many things. Like, how did he appear in the Kingdom of Vodka? Like, where is his parents? What, you know, and Yamato's mom. Like, what? How was she born out of an egg? Like, I'm guessing these things because I don't know, because Oda's not telling me this stuff. Right? So there's so many things about that, and I'm hoping, like, again, the God Valley incident. Like, if he's knocked out, if his eyes are rolled right now, which shows in this last page, like, he looks like he's done. All eyes are rolled. I want to see, like, your life flash before your eyes and tell me your flashback, like, your story. What made you who you are today? If that is what it is, honest to God, I'm disappointed. If Oda does not go further in, like Big Mom having more of a play on her backstory than Kaido has, to me, drives me nuts. Because y'all know, if you've been following this channel for a long time, how I felt about Whole Cake Island when it comes to the week-to-week experience. Alright? Kaido, at the very least, should be getting what Big Mom got. This ain't enough. On that front, this is not enough for me. But the fight itself, though, when I put the whole thing together right now, it's a fantastic fight. Is it my favorite? I have to really think on it. Manga-wise, Luffy Katakuri, Luffy Lucci, it's still one of those two. But then this is up there as well. Like, it's probably the third, right? Third, second. But then it's like, I have to see also, too, in the anime, how it's going to come off, too. Because it makes a huge difference. Whether you want to accept that fact or not, it makes a huge difference. Even though there's so many godly moments. Again, like, the Gear 5th stuff, man. Like, it's a fabulous fight. At the very minimum, it's a top 3 fight. I just hate how there's some things that has been done in this arc where it's like you're moving from part to part and stuff. The cohesion is gone, right? Again, if you're having a fight, you don't switch up all the time, right? Like, you build your way to the main events. And there's certain areas I think he did good with it, but in some it's like, it's been very questionable, man. But, yeah. Honestly, though, like, I'll say, it's an awesome chapter, but I do have worries. Because if I'm not getting enough, like, again, we're only gotten a few pages. Think about this. We only gotten a few pages of Kaido's backstory when we could be getting way more than that. And I do feel like, honestly, if that's all I'm getting here for Kaido, I'm going to be annoyed completely. Because it's like, I waited all this time, I've gotten the fights, all this, but it's like, if I can't see really what the making of the man is, and even if this is what you're going to give me, I feel like it's not enough. Loose ends are still there, definitely, but... And again, I've talked about this before in the previous video and stuff, talking about Kaido, his connection to the Rock Pirates and stuff, and like, what made him who he is. If you haven't seen that video, it's definitely going to be linked at the end of the video. So you can at least get my thoughts on that and see why I'm so vested and interested in seeing more about this man. But... yeah, no, it's like... it's an amazing chapter, but I have concerns. Because if we're doing this to Kaido, who again, and the Haki already taking over the room and stuff, if we're doing this to Kaido, I worry for characters like Shanks and Blackbeard to some degree. But I'll say that for another time. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below regarding this week's chapter of One Piece. Let me know how you guys felt about the chapter itself. How did you feel about this being the conclusion between Luffy versus Kaido? Is this how you would have wanted to end? The insertion of the flashback for Kaido, do you think Oda should have reserved that for once he's been defeated and then we go into it? Are you satisfied by what you got for this? If you are, I'm very curious on your argument as to why you think this is enough for Kaido. And if you think we should have gotten more for it, please let me know down in the comments. Your favorite part of the chapter, all that. I think for me, probably the end was Luffy just smashing in Kaido and then, you know, taking in the world title at the very least. I could be happy about that. And the fact that Orochi's dead. That is another big thing. I was praying to God he wouldn't come back. Thankfully he's gone. Thankfully he's gone. But mainly Luffy becoming the world champ. At least is what making up for this chapter. Or at least is like the big thing I can take from it too. I know there's the other stuff, but it's like, I want more. Right? I know it's greedy. I want more. That's just where I'm coming from. But again, thoughts down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell to Shandori so that they with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys when we come back from break. Depending on how things are with the life arc and stuff, I do want to talk about this more in depth. Because I do feel like it's something I should sleep on and then like really go in with it. Once I go back and reread the fight afterwards between Luffy and Kaido. And just kind of get my piece on like what we just got right now, man. Because I've already said it 1,000 times and stuff. I love this chapter in many ways. I think it's fantastic in some capacities, but it's like, if this is how we're going to be handling like the main villains' flashbacks and stuff, knowing what they became and stuff, then I have worries for Blackbeard and especially like not a villain, but like in terms of like someone like Shanks, I do have some worries there. But Dragon, like, oh, there's so many. But anyways, 2 weeks time we come back. Hopefully I'll have something out in between then, but if not, I'll see you guys when we come back with the latest installment of the Pinnacle of Art and Literature. Oda, just make sure you're putting your spices. Make sure you're cooking. I know you like to eat boiled, you know, uncooked food, but anyways, just don't let me down. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going